Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I did any kind of videos from what you've seen before with my broke toe. Messing with the dryer caused me some problems, so I had to take it easy for a while. So I wanted to show you what I do in my spare time while I'm down. And you know I like my toys, and these are some of the cars that I have that I've worked on. These are some of the most recent. This looks like, you know, just a normal car in a pack, but actually I opened the pack using some lacquer thinner, took the car out, repainted it this turquoise green color, and put it back in the pack. A friend of mine asked me if I'd paint one for him, so I just thought I'd do an experiment there. These are the Summit Racing Team cars. This is a 55 Chevy Gasser. I didn't put any details on the body, as you can see, but I detailed this base for another car, and I popped it on here because I took the base off of that one and I put it on this one. And this is a replica of an RLC. It's a 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, but it's the World War II Flying Tiger, and I don't know if you can see that on this camera. It actually says Flying Tiger on the license plate, which is about 3 millimeters across. But I put the metal base with the rubber tires on this one, and the rims are actually identical to the one that they sell on the RLC Club. These cars right now are selling for $200 on eBay. That's why I made this replica. And this one was a Mercury Comet Cyclone that I repurposed. It was a drag strip Demons car, and yes, I made the decals on my printer and printed them out, put them on here, clear coated over it, and they're not perfect, but is any Hot Wheel ever perfect? You know, there's a little trash in the paint, but I think it looks better than it did. That way I have the Summit Racing Team right there, in my opinion. These over here, I know it just looks like a collection of cars, but every one of these I've repainted. And I'll pull a couple out and show you. This was a Sleeping Beauty van that they were selling at Walmart for $5. And I just took the base off. You see the screw right there. You just drill that post out, and I drill a hole in it and I tap it and put the screw in it. I painted this van the green color you see, and this decal I bought, but I tried printing these out. They just don't show up well on darker colors. But yeah, this one also comes in a purple. But I wanted the green, so I got a green one. And then this is one of the more recent ones, the Hulk. This was actually a Hot Wheel back in the day, and I forget what this is called. It's doesn't say. There's a name for this kind of van, but they came out with the Hulk on the side like that. When I got this car, I paid like 50 cents for it at the flea market, and the side was stripped. All this was gone. You couldn't tell what the decal was, and I saw these had the Hulk on them, so I said that'd be cool to print that out and put that on there. So that's what I did. Windshield scratched up. I probably could have sanded it and polished it out some, but it's a really flimsy car. Got a plastic bottom, so I didn't worry about it. This one is also a Sleeping Beauty van, like the green one down there. And you can see I put Thor on it. You know, if you guys are old enough to remember, Thor was a character that came on some of the older super vans. This is a super van model. It's actually the same body style, but doesn't have two rivets. It has a clip in the back and a screw in the front like that one. And then this one was also a super van. And I wanted the paramedic van in the yellow and the white. So I made one of each of those, as you can see. Also the newer super van from Sleeping Beauty. And this one is actually a newer style van I actually have this in the pack, but I wanted to make it, so I made it. And I printed out these decals and I put them on there. And everybody remembers the black classic Super Van. This is the white one. They come in white and black, so I made the white one because if I made these decals from my printer and put them on here, I can't print in white, so they wouldn't show up on a black car. It's hard to understand that. This one is black. This one's also a newer Super Van. You can see these decals on here because these were printed on white paper, and you can see how I struggled to trim them up and put them on there. I got big hands. It's hard to do little stuff like that. And I got a little lacquer thinner on the windshield there. It's a little dirty because I had them sitting in the windshield for a while. I mean the windshield in the window. This is a California cruising van. I was supposed to get this in a deal with somebody, but they fell through. They never honored their deal. So I made this one, and all I did was strip the van and polish it. Looks like the windshield might be fell down a little bit. And then I cleared it. I put the decals on it, and I cleared it again. Again, these are the Super Vans from Walmart or Target, and you see the screw I put in the front there. They are black and they have Sleeping Beauty on the side. And they're like $5 in that neighborhood. That stuff on there, I don't know what that is, from Bugs, I guess. This is the Flying Colors one. This is an original. See, it has 2 screws in it. I had to drill out 2 rivets to take it off. It has the original wheels on it. I was going to replace them, but I said, well, you know what? These look good enough. I'll just pop these on here. And this is like my first attempt. As you can see back here, the Flying Colors decals a little crooked, and tried to do too much at one time. A little better on this side, but the front's still a little off. This is from Toy Fair in '75 model, and if you have an original one of these in good condition, it goes for a good price. This one here needed the windshield redone, but at the time I wasn't doing the windshield, so I might have to go back and polish that windshield. I'm babbling, I'm sure, and you guys are getting bored. One more Super Van I did. I seen this one and I fell in love with it. I just had to make it. I made these decals on my computer. This is not my design, but I made this on the computer, not by copying a picture, but I drew this on the computer and printed it out. This is actually my work, but not my design. So when you're wondering, well, you didn't really design it, no, I didn't, but I did print them out. I did draw them on the computer. This is the GMC motorhome, and this is also printed on white decal paper. You can probably see right there the white trim on it, a little crooked there. But green. Again, that one was stripped. Only had one post in the middle. Had a lot of issues. Now this one, people will say, oh, well, you got that one out of a pack. No, I actually painted this one out of a regular gasser and made it a Holly, because Holly wasn't out yet. So all I did was print this. I painted the car the red and white, and then printed out the decals and put them on there. Those are my decals. I also made those. Here's one a lot of people ask me about because it reminds them of an old Super or something, I guess. But yeah, that's a pretty cool color paint. Decals on there look really good. They're clear coated over. Hood opens up. And this is an older car, 2012. Now we'll get into these here. This is the Candy Striper. If you have an original one of these, they go as high as $4,000 right now. People have gone stupid. I actually sold one of these for $60 on eBay. And the guy was extremely happy to have it. I made 2 of them. And they have the same metal base. Some probably got a little bit more detail than the others. And I did buy these decals because they're white ink on the side. I don't know if it was this one or that one. I actually made the top decal because when you buy the decals come with 13 stripes or 15 stripes when there's actually 18 stripes on the top. So I made the top decal so it'd be more authentic. And then we'll jump over to this, be something different. This was an original truck. Doesn't say what it was, but it didn't have Geoffrey on it. It was green and something else. And it had a different Tampo on the side decal. But I saw this one and it was selling, you know, to a collector. Original would sell for a lot of money. So I said, well, I'm going to make that one. And I made the Geoffrey, which everybody knows is Toys R Us, which is defunct now. And then, if you know what the Dirty Blonde is, this is one of my takes on the Dirty Blonde. This is a gold anodizing paint. It's actually yellow anodizing paint. It's supposed to be yellow. And I didn't put a lot of detail into it, but I made these decals myself and painted the car. And I figured, you know what, yellow windshield, this yellow car, why not? So I left the yellow windshield in there. What I don't understand is why they put a yellow windshield in a pink car, because originally this car was pink. So, and this one I really like. It's got Hoosier tires on the back. It's painted yellow, and I did not make these decals. I got these off of eBay. You can see the Dirty Blonde part right there is a little bit bigger than mine. And I don't know if you can read that license plate, but that license plate says Dirty. But piece of plastic on the bottom of that car. Well, that's a decal that I made. But yeah, I sold one of those as well on eBay. This is Fire Chief car. Again, I made these decals. Original wheels. I just repainted it. Cleaned up the bottom. I mean, it was bad when I got it, so. This one I was just messing around. I actually got that chrome streak going down when it should go straight. But just for fun. That's one of my older ones. This one also is one of my older ones. That's probably a prime example. These are black decals on the green body, and you can barely see them. If you had the color any lighter, if it was a yellow, you probably wouldn't be able to see it on a car like this. But this is the Badman Gasser. And then finally on this side here we have the 55 Alive, and I think this is actually a remake. Yeah, this one isn't the 55 Alive. This is the Chevy Nomad that they came out with a few months ago. This is a remake of the 55 Alive. And I painted it green, and I printed out these decals and put them on there. Yeah, I copied them, but I printed them out. Now we'll flip this over and we'll show you what's on the other side of the box. Alright, let's start in this corner here because we have a 1968 custom Hot Wheels Mustang. It has a replacement hood which opens, but I don't want to mess with too much, but it opens. Has new wheels and a new windshield and a fresh paint job. That was a restoration project I done. This one is the 1968 Hot Wheels Hot Heap. It has new wheels, a new windshield, and new interior, and this is a US model, you can tell by the bottom. I did not take this one apart, and I did not paint it. It's one of the original Sweet 16. This one and this one are original Sweet 16s. And so is this one if I can get it out. This one is the Fleet side. Hot Wheels Fleet side. You know, if you can read that on the bottom, it'll tell you right there. It's the custom fleet side. His new wheels, a new interior, and this one I believe has a fresh glass. The top is not painted. That is a decal. I actually used decal paper, painted it black, and then went over it with a matte clear, and then glued it to the top to make it look like a vinyl top. This one was really bad when I got it. This is the 1968 Custom Barracuda from the original, see that's a replacement hood, from the original Sweet 16. This pillar and this pillar were missing when I got it, and the windshield was ripped out of it. And I had to repair all that and repaint it. That's why I went with the darker blue. I could have went with a root beer, that would have been a little bit darker. As you can see, there's some repair work right in here. But it's still nice. And then here we have the Dior. You see the surfboards, they're reproduction. This one is aqua, and it's simple restoration. This windshield is original on that one. As a matter of fact, that one was, if I remember correctly, was really caked with paint or glue or something, and I had to sand it and polish it. This is one of my more recent ones, and as you can see by the windshield, it turned out great because you couldn't even see through that thing when I first did it. And then here's a gold one, and you can see the surfboards go through the back windshield. Again, this black on the back is a decal. I made that, put that on there. Painted the back, painted the front. This one's gold, it has a white interior. This one's missing the steering wheel, you can't see it in there. And this is actually based on a real car. It was originally a Ford T1 pickup, I think, or was it some kind of Ford T1 pickup, and they cut it down and made it look like that. Have another custom fleet side in blue right here, again with the vinyl top. I won't take that one out. This is the 1968 Volkswagen Beetle, and I restored it. I repainted it the same color it was when I got it, and I had to replace the glass because the glass was just totally rotten. The windshield there does work, and it's got new wheels. I think that's a cute little car, and this is an American version. You can tell by the bottom here. I'll show you that they make them Hong Kong versions. This is a Hong Kong version Mustang. You see these slots right here? The axles are different. They're tabbed. You can take the axle in and out. That one you can't because it's crimped in. So if you break that one, you're going to have to come up with a better plan. Oop. This one is the original 55 Alive. See, it's got the tab in the back instead of a post. And I made that decal myself. This is one I done probably midway through doing this kind of stuff. And I painted it that aqua color, and you can see how rough that paint looks. That's actually the die cast. This car was in bad shape, and a lot of you guys probably remember this one. This is a custom I made of the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. I've made these decals myself and painted it orange, but I don't find that racist. If you guys find it racist, you need to reevaluate your life. This is a Monte Carlo Stalker, or this is the Torino Stalker, excuse me, and I painted this and I made these decals myself. I actually printed these from an image I got off the internet. This car here had a plastic base. I swapped the base and put rubber wheels on it. I think these are Johnny Lightning wheels, but I was going to put decals on it, but I hadn't decided on what I wanted to put on it yet. I know they have like an arrowhead type wheels on the hood and the roof, but I haven't made up my mind yet. And then this is a dragster here. I think this one is still in two pieces if I'm not mistaken. I haven't put any decals on it, but yeah, it's not crimped down yet, but it's in two pieces. And it's all there except for the part that holds the top up, and it's dirty from sitting in the window. I need to crimp those down. It's all cleaned up. There's fresh wheels off of what do you call those cars? It's a classic series. This one is the Monte Carlo. I painted it white. I did a wheel swap. Got rubber wheels on it. I made these decals, and they look good. You see how good they look on a white car. I really like that. I think it would look better if there was a little bit more red in them, but that's alright. This is just a racer, Formula 500 racer that I repainted black, but I never put any decals on it. This one was originally red. I left it red. I stripped the decals off of it with some lacquer thinner and made some new ones. I put the stripe on the side, the hood stripes down the back, and that one on that side. Simple stuff. This one originally had alligators on it, and I took the California Cruising decal, cut the California Cruising part off, and just put the car on the side. I thought that looked really cool. But it used to have alligator on it. It was like a black printed alligator. And I like that one. That's just a regular 57 Chevy, and you can't see through the windshield, and it's plastic base. This was a Gremlin that was all messed up, and I did a wheel swap on it and repainted it red because I used to have a 71 AMC Gremlin that was red. And so I just wanted to kind of reminisce with that one. This one has Treasure Hunt decals on it, and it's just a regular Copa Camaro that I stripped and repainted orange and put the decals on it. Here's another one of these red ones here. I painted this one yellow, and I put the stripes on it, and I said, well, I don't want to put the roof stripes on this one and make it a little different, so I just put stripes down the side and did the hood. This is just a 57 Chevy. I stripped them. I painted it red, but I haven't put any decals on it yet. It's smooth sided, so it's going to look good when I do get some decals to go on it. It's an original series. I just don't know when, you know, no, I lied. This was a black and gold striped one from the beginning of the year. And this is the Funny Money truck. I did a wheel swap on it with Green Lantern car, and it's missing the we call it. It has a bumper on the front of it, a brush guard, and it goes up, and the brush guard would hold it up. And I haven't crimped this one yet either. I didn't have to take it loose like that, but I did because I wanted to get in there and get all the nooks and crannies cleaned. You know, if it was worth a lot of money, I probably wouldn't take it apart, but I got this for like 50 cents. But this one here, I think I've shown before on my channel, and it's just used to be a Vicky, and this is from the vintage series from like 25 years ago. This one was in the package, but the package was, you know, old, faded, and the paint on this car literally fell off in the package. I've never seen a car do that, but the paint just popped off. And I've been thinking about repainting this, but you see that gap right there? I had filler in there, and the filler shrank up. But what I did was I cut the roof off, took this part of the roof, put it here, and made it into a T-bucket kind of car. This motor here was out of a, is it a Willys? I think it was a 32 Willys. This part here is metal. It goes all the way through and screws onto the bottom with that pin. And I just took the, see those pipes on the bottom are original. These are off the Willys motor here. So I just cut it to fit and put the post down through the middle and tighten it up, and there you go. And put these wheels on there. They roll. These are off of a 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, if I remember right. But these are what I've been working on in my spare time since I broke my toe. It's doing better. I got the stitches out, and I got it all bandaged up right now. Still got the pin in there. It moves in and out. Don't feel too good sometimes, but it doesn't hurt. But yeah, these are some of my most recent ones. The Summit Racing Team here, and the Flying Tiger. And this one here is just a repaint for a friend. I repainted a couple other ones and Debbie cleaned them. She's got them in the room. Still in the package. I made the package the same way. So I can throw a little lacquer thinner on that glue that's right there and press down on it until it dries. Dry it with the hair dryer, and it'll be like stuck to it. You know, because that's the way it's at top there. How you can see that glue? That's the way it came when I got it. So he wants one this color, but only he wants the McLaren 720S, and I've got that. That might be a project for the day. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to. This is a little bit of a ramble, but it's, I can't be standing on my feet too long, like outside, setting up my melting equipment and furnace and stuff. And I have to be careful not to put too much weight on it, or that little pin will just go squirt right out the end of my toe. Then I have to push it back in. So, and I have to keep it in there at least another 3 weeks. Why, I don't know. But I go back in October, and hopefully, well, October, I say October. What is this, August? Sometime in September, I guess. I can't remember. I don't keep up with them things. They call me and remind me when my appointment is, and that's when I go. Yeah, anyway, just a short ramble, let you know what I've been up to. Other than that, I've just been sitting watching YouTube videos, keeping up with all you guys' channels and stuff, and really enjoying the content. Watching Bob fix his lathe, and all the rest of you guys. I see Captain Jerk does a lot of lives, and for some reason I never get reminders from my YouTube friends. I have to go looking for them, and you know, you ring that little bell. For some reason it quit ringing that little bell for me, so I go looking for them. So if I miss your videos, make sure you say hi to me. I try to say hi to everybody. But in the meantime, you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and enjoy viewing my plant right there. And that one. We got hummingbirds flying all over the place. I've been watching the hummingbirds. They'd be fighting over that one over there. I don't know why. It must taste better than that one. See, that one's got more in it. Oh, there's some bugs. Even bugs like that stuff. But yeah. Anyway, y'all have a great day.